Welcome to the WVU Sports Buzz. I'm Amanda Maisie inside the Coliseum because it's going to be pretty busy here Saturday. It all begins with a basketball doubleheader. The women take to the court at 1 p.m. to take on Kansas State, a team they beat last month by 19 points in Manhattan. And then at 8 o'clock, the men's basketball team hits the court against Baylor. Now, this will be the first matchup between the Bears and Mountaineers this season. Before all the basketball gets started, though, next door at the rifle range, the #1 ranked rifle team will take on Kentucky. Now, even though the Wildcats are ranked number 3 in the country, the Mountaineers are solely focused on themselves.
Well, it's not about having our hands full, it's more about focusing on what we do best. So it's just each person looks after themselves, and then each individual score contributes towards the team score.
This is your last regular season match before you start conference and NCAA. So how important is this as far as fine-tuning, your team's skills looking ahead to postseason?
Well, all of our matches are important for checking that everything we're doing in practice is the right thing. But there's nothing like checking what you've been doing in practice in a match. So it's just as important as any other match. We're not looking at who they are or what they've done in the past. We're just focusing it's another match, another shoot, make sure we're doing the right things.
Do you guys ever look at who your opponents are? Do you scout them at all, or you don't have to worry about that? You guys just solely focus on yourself?
No, we don't really look at anybody else. I mean, if we can focus on what we do, then we'll be fine.
You transferred here from England, University of South Wales last year. So this is your second year shooting here. Has it been everything that you expected?
That's a tough question, but it's probably more than I expected. I didn't expect this much volume of being able to practice and the amount of support that everyone gives the rifle team. I didn't expect that because we don't have that back home.
The team is coming off an impressive win over number 10 NC State, and half of that match was shot inside the Shell building in front of 300 fans. Well, a big turnout is expected here at the Coliseum on Sunday at 1 o'clock when the WVU wrestling team welcomes in number 16 Pitt. You can bet when a big rival comes to town, the team is always ready.
Being a West Virginia native, with growing up with the backyard brawl and everything between West Virginia University and Pittsburgh, it's just great to be out there actually competing against that university now as a student athlete.
You're a junior this year. Last year as a sophomore, you were an NCAA qualifier, Big 12 runner-up. You've been really successful so far this season. How are you feeling about your performance, especially going down to the stretch here and getting closer to the postseason?
Everything's going as planned so far. We're working towards the end for the national tournament this year. So far, I haven't achieved the goals that I've wanted to achieve, but us as a team, me personally, and under my coaches, we're getting to where I need to be.
All right. So tell me how it is to maintain weight. Obviously, you guys have to train, but you guys also have to maintain your weight. Tell me how you guys go about doing that.
Maintaining weight, especially with the sport of wrestling, you're in the room, you're training in the room, but there's also a lot of discipline that comes outside of the practice room, and when you're just as an average student. So I would say it carries for 9 months. You're taking care of your weight and whatnot. But me as a 97-pounder personally, I don't have to worry about my weight as much as for example, Zeke Moisey at 125.
And you're at 197 now, but I just learned that you were at 165 your freshman year.
That is correct. That freshman year, I cut a lot of weight at 165. So I understand how much discipline that really does take.
The match, dubbed Super Brawl Sunday, features $1 admission for all fans. Well, just 5 home games left for both the men's and women's basketball teams, and it all begins right here at the Coliseum on Saturday at 1 o'clock when the women take on Kansas State, 8 o'clock when the men take on Baylor. Thanks so much for joining me for the WVU Sports Buzz. I'm Amanda Maisie.